Hey, so someone on my email list sent me an email this morning and said, "Hey, I'm struggling to get conversions on my page. Could you take a look at it?" So I said, "If you let me share this as content and put it on YouTube, etc., then I will do that for you for free, complimentary." So I'm just walking through this page, basically just what I'm seeing from a conversion standpoint, what I would change, and all that good stuff. And then hopefully we can get a lift in their conversions as well when they implement some of this stuff. So, firstly, just looking what's going on above the fold, just from a visual perspective. I'm not sure what you want me to do next, right? So we've got a headline going on here, but it's all kind of um, laid out a little bit weird. So if you look at let me just pause for a second. So if you look at this page, this is one of our pages at the moment. It converts about 2.5-3% from cold traffic. Now, you'll notice at the top we've just got a very simple headline, and then we've got the call to action button under here, right? Now, ideally, I'd want to get the button actually above the fold, but it's not quite where I want to be just with the layout of how our page works. But you'll see on this page, like, we don't have a single call to action button until we get down to here, right? So some people will want to understand what they want to do next, because if your headline's good enough, they'll click the button to see what they want to do next, right? So we've got a lot of stuff going on, but we need to firstly call out who is a person. So kickstart your guitar dreams today. Who is this for? Like someone who's brand new? Is this for someone who wants to impress their friends? Is this so? Like for example, I play some guitar. I'm not an amazing guitar player. I was a wedding singer for 5 years, but the guitar wise, I can do the chords. But is this going to take me from doing chords to shredding? What kind of guitar is it going to teach me? Like it says rock star. Is this going to teach me how to do like, metal shredding? Is it going to teach me how to do like rockabilly music? So I'm not 100% sure where it's going to teach me and what's the outcome. So sound like a rock star. The more tangible it is, the more people will naturally buy it. Right, the more I can actually see what that looks like, because what does sound like a rock star mean? I don't really know, right? And banish frustrating practice forever. So sound like a rock star. If you think back to what Apple did, right, with the the iPod, right, 1,000 songs in your pocket. Think about that the same way with this. Is kind of like there's a really good example of this. So check this guy out, who I interviewed probably about 3 years ago, Jax, and his whole course is called Piano in 21 Days. So basically, in 21 days, I'll teach you how to play these different songs, etc. And he's giving away the first 5 days of that for free. Right, you'll learn 36 popular songs in 5 days. Now that sounds like a lot, right? And it only take me 5 days to learn 36 songs. Well, that's like a whole set. So I can learn all that stuff. Wow, that's awesome. And you'll see how it's like why traditional piano lessons fail, right? 6 things no one has told you about learning piano, how learning new songs you actually want to learn to play can be quick and easy, right? So it's selling it on the things that I want. I want the outcome, and the outcome is I want to play a lot more songs in a lot less time. So then when we go back over here, if we look at this, it's like, if instead of there is a simple way to sound like a rock star, maybe this teaches me how to play 20 songs, right, in 5 days. So yeah, play 20 of your favorite songs in 5 days or less. That kind of thing, right? And then your upsell could be more of those advancing. So when we're talking about like how can I mute the noise when playing with distortion, now this says if you've got no musical talent. So if I've got no musical talent, I might not even know what distortion is at this point, right? And mute the noise while playing with distortion. So these are kind of like, this is what they call the good old fashioned techno babble, right? So master, alternate picking, vibrato, bending, legato, tapping, and more. Now, all those things like they're great if you're a guitar player, but if you're not a guitar player right now and you like the idea of playing guitar, then you're going to just get lost already. So the first thing I would do is I would take all this, right? I would run it into Claude, and say, what reading level is this page at? So check this out first. Just got a little issue with Claude there. Okay, so we put this into ChatGPT, and you can see some of the words, technical language that's in here. Mostly this, it says it's rating it at grade 8 reading level, but it's also got a lot of technical language. So you want to remove all that technical language and make it more like grade 5, grade 6 level. And like, for example, if I say, structure this sales page better to be more logical and write at a grade 7 level and write for a person new to guitar, and we are going to change the offer to be learn 50 songs in 5 days. 50 songs might actually be too much because it might be overwhelming. So it might be 15 songs in 5 days, right? And it probably won't be learn either. We'll say play, because people don't want to learn. They want the outcome, which is to play them, right? So yeah, headline could still be better now, but you get the idea of where it's going. And you see how this is breaking it down a lot simpler. Tune guitar, learn essential chords, strum your first song, play it with technique, master chord transitions. Okay, so it's getting there, and this is just missing kind of that feel at the moment and emotion and stuff. So I will show you using our tool what you can do here. Okay, so we've just gone into amphub.ai as well, which, by the way, you can go and test this out for free. You get 10 uses for free, and you can do all these different kind of things on here. Right, so we just said, want people who can start and learn guitar, a testimonial. It gave me a breakthrough. I just kept that simple for now. And we just copied and pasted their initial sales page here and what's included in the offer and the price. And just scroll down a little bit more. And then, you're struggling to learn guitar despite hours of practice. Look, I get it. You've got dreams of playing guitar, but right now it feels more frustrating about than making music. Trust me, I've been there. You sit down to practice, but your fingers won't move the way you want to. Yes, that's me, right? Those online tutorials leave you more confused than ever. The noise coming from your guitar sounds nothing like music, and keeping rhythm, it feels impossible. What's worse is you see others progress while you're stuck, right? So you see how this starts to break that down more, and then we can build in authority section, problem, solution, proof, offer stack, risk reversal, close, FAQs, etc. So you want to get all those pieces in there, because the structure at the moment, it's quite confusing. And design wise, as we're going down the page, like they're just a lot, like we need to capture people's attention, because people don't read like this, they read like this, and then they'll see something and they go, oh, now you can easily start. Okay, cool, that's a nice headline. And then this is what it includes. Now there's just a lot of stuff here. It's like, how can we shorten this down and make it impossible to misunderstand, and make it as simple as possible to understand, right? And if we look at like what is in the offer here in the bonuses need to be pitched around solving the objections. So if one of the objections is, I don't have a lot of time, it's like, we'll show you the 5-minute hack that doubles your how quickly you learn, right? And then yeah, it's a 5-minute double your playing quality checklist kind of thing, right? Silly name for it, but you get the idea. Is it handles the objection that they've got. If it's like, I don't know which gear I need to buy, it will give you our essential hiring, essential buying guide, right? So it will show you all the things that you need to get, and it's less than you think. And then the other things there as well is, if you look at kind of, for example, you could partner up with other like guitar companies or stuff like that, where if you make the value of the offer just in partner vouchers greater than the price of this, then that also increases conversions. So what I mean by that is, we did this when we were selling like an info product for bridesmaids, for brides. And when what we did was we put this info pack together, which is like, here's all the things you need for wedding planning, but we put £2,000 worth of bridesmaid of wedding voucher, in there, and it was only £12.95 for the box. So then the conversions were really high because they just wanted the vouchers, if nothing else. And then it gave us a chance to bring people into our world and give them that education, etc. Right? So you'll see on here, it's like, yeah, presets for plugins. Now, if I'm just getting started in guitar, I don't know what a plugin is, right? Insightful ebooks, etc. So there's some good stuff in here. It's just it's messy the way it's put together. So we want to get that like just cleaned up and go problem, agitate, solution, and then having call to action buttons a little bit higher on the page, calling out what is the offer needs repositioning. That's one of the big things that's holding it back right now. And then if we do actually go to the sales page, sorry, the order page, you'll see you get to here and you've got this powered by system IO. Now you've already distracted me and taken me somewhere else. So if I click that, now admittedly it opens in a separate window, but now I'm looking at some CRM software and now I'm judging this business based on the CRM software that they're using rather than what it was. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I forgot where I was. Okay. And then before I know it, I'm gone. So you see, here it says 2 years access to over 30 beginner friendly videos. So I thought I was getting access to the whole thing, but now I'm getting 2 years access instead of just unlimited access. So do I lose that access afterwards? Is this a subscription? Now I'm confused about what I'm getting. Learn 10 full metal rock songs, clean sections and licks. Do I know what licks are at this point? Right. So that's the other thing we want to think about. So this one might be doing more damaging you than we realize, is the 2-year access. Because like if I'm buying something, I want to keep the access to it. Like you wouldn't go to a supermarket, right, and buy some milk and they say, oh, you only get access to it for a week and then you got to bring it back. I know that's a kind of a weird example, but it's the same kind of thing. So yeah, have a look at that part. It's the offer that really, really needs to position better. Once you get that part down, then everything else will start to come into line as well. And then just design wise, just making it easier to see. So like I'll give you the example on this page, right? Here's what's really happening. It's like number 1, number 2, number 3. How do we fix it? Number 1, number 2, number 3. And we could still do a little bit of work on this, but like you get the idea. And then it's like, here's what you get. Very clear what you get there. And then it's like breaking down everything that's included. And you see we're not putting war and peace into the description here. It's just, it describes what it is and then it breaks down the offer stack again. And then it's doing comparison and then testimonials. And you'll notice we've got, yes, I want the templates. Yes, I want the templates, all the way down the page. Right. So if you do those changes, and then see how you get on. Hope you have a great day.